What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Prince of YouTube, PS Compulsion, signing in here, aka that 22-year-old kid with the light squeaky voice, aka Prince Anthony, aka the owner of the best team in the NBA, the Las Vegas Royals. And speaking of the Las Vegas Royals, this is going to be the last episode of the series for NBA 2K17. This is also going to be my last NBA 2K17 video because NBA 2K18, the prelude, coming out this week, so you know it's lit. But anyways, before I simulate to the end of the season, I'm going to show you guys the roster that I'm going to go with heading into the NBA playoffs. We've been having a tremendous season thus far, going 22-2 to start this NBA season. So you guys already know we winning the NBA championship. There's no way in hell we losing. So looking over my roster, I got Russell Westbrook playing the shooting guard position, Isaiah Thomas playing the point, Rudy Gobert, Andrew Wiggins, Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Willie Cauley-Stein, my man Allen Crabbe, Darrell Arthur, Trey Burke, Quincy Acey, Kuzminskis. I was going to try to pronounce his first name, but I would have butchered the shit out of that. Then we got TJ McConnell, Jonathan Simmons, and Tony Snell, who I've been trying to trade for like the longest while, but for some reason he has a no trade clause on his contract. Like, I don't remember giving him that shit. But speaking of trades, I was going to see if I could find a trade for Isaiah Thomas. I was trying to bring Klay Thompson on board, and I offered the Golden State Warriors Isaiah Thomas and Andrew Wiggins. That way I would have Klay Thompson and Russell Westbrook in the backcourt, and I probably would have put Jaylen Brown in the starting lineup because he has been complaining about his role. He's like a 79 overall, so by next season he should be an 80, so you know he's gonna be complaining about that. But I couldn't get the trade to go through, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and keep IT, and I ended up trading Kuzminskis just for a draft pick because I didn't want him on the team anyways. I could barely pronounce his name, but nonetheless, time for me to start the simulation. And I'm telling you, I could barely go past 2 games without a cutscene or animation popping up or whatever you guys want to call it. But check this out, I did stop the simulation because Isaiah Thomas wanted a contract extension. Since I'm keeping him on the squad, I was like, you know what, I might as well extend his contract. I don't want him to leave during free agency, so I offered him a $65 million contract for 3 years. He wanted 76 mil, but I was like, hell no, I'm not giving you that shit. 3 years, 65 mil for Isaiah Thomas, that's a bargain right there. So I went ahead and hit him with that mind trick pitch, and it ended up going through. Isaiah Thomas accepted that offer right on the spot. So welcome back to the team, Isaiah Thomas. He ain't going nowhere. But during this simulation, like I said, almost every other game was an animation. That shit was pissing me off, but towards the end of the season, I didn't really have to deal with that much, especially after the All-Star break. That's when it started to speed up. So now looking at our record to end the season, look at this, another animation popping up or another interview popping up, and we end the season on a freaking losing streak. What's up with that, bro? Like, I don't know what the hell happened to my team. Maybe somebody got injured or something, but we end the season 54-28. That's horrible right there. I expected us to do way better than that, but we end the series, or not the series, but we end the season with a losing streak. That's horrible right there. Checking out the MYGM season awards, Kyrie Irving winning MVP, leading the Cleveland Cavaliers to 56 wins for that season without LeBron James and without Kevin Love. That's that BS right there. Let's see if we are going to end up in the finals with the Cleveland Cavaliers again, just like last season. So here we are in the first round, matched up against the Denver Nuggets. There's no way in hell we losing to the Nuggets. So I simulate the first round, and of course we make it to the second round. We are going to be matched up against the Golden State Warriors, and the Cleveland Cavaliers get knocked out in the first round. That's what his ass get. They should have gave me the GM of the Year award. But nonetheless, since the Cavs are no longer in the playoffs, it's easy money for us. We definitely winning the championship, but it might be a little harder now that Russell Westbrook is injured. He's going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, so he's more than likely going to miss the playoffs until the NBA Finals, if we even make it to the finals. Look at this BS. We are getting our ass handed to us by the Golden State Warriors. Right now, the Warriors have a 3-2 series lead against us. We are on the verge of elimination. I had to hit up the Simcast, bro. There's no way in hell I'm getting eliminated. We might still have a chance because Steph Curry got injured in the last game, so that should pretty much make things even. They don't have Steph Curry, we don't have Westbrook, but we still got IT, baby. Come on. So I'm simulating the game using Simcast, and I had to stop and hop in the game because there's no way in hell that we're losing to the Warriors. So So check this out. Klay Thompson was going nuts in this game. He dropped more than 50 points, bro. This dude was not missing. Check this out. We had a 2-point lead. Klay Thompson with 2 hands in his face tied the game, and now it's up to me to hit the game winner. Here's IT fading at the buzzer. I couldn't get it to go, so we went into overtime with our championship hopes on the line. Klay Thompson doing his thing. Look at that, stepping back, knocking down 3-pointers in our face, but there's no way in hell I'm losing, bro. Here's Allen Crabbe, deep 3, knocking it down to retake the lead, and this game came all the way down to the wire. The Warriors had a chance to win the game, but they turned it over. 4 seconds remaining. I get it to Allen Crabbe. I didn't realize I was wide open, and Allen Crabbe knocks it down with 0.8 seconds remaining. Klay Thompson with a chance from full court to win, and of course that shit was not going in. So we come back to force a Game 7 against the Golden State Warriors. Look at my man Klay Thompson dropping 53 points, bro. This dude was going off. He was not missing at all. So here we are in Game 7, and it looks as though the game is coming down to the wire once again, but no, it wasn't. We pulled away at the last second to beat the Golden State Warriors and move on to the Western Conference Finals. Klay Thompson only with 10 points this game. He really disappointed, bro. Ah, man. So here we are in the Western Conference Finals, matched up against the Minnesota Timberwolves, while in the Eastern Conference is the Magic against the Toronto Raptors. So whoever we face in the finals is pretty much a sweep. We definitely winning, bro. But after Game 1, the Minnesota Timberwolves take a 1-0 series lead. In Game 2, we blow out the Wolves, tying the series at 1 apiece. And now here we are in Game 3, and we lose another close game to the Minnesota Timberwolves. But the next game, we get our asses handed to us, and we find ourselves down 3-1 to the Minnesota Timberwolves, on the verge of elimination. Game is tied at 72. I'm jumping in this shit. There's no way in hell I'm getting eliminated by a bum-ass Wolves team without Jimmy Butler, bro. Get the hell out of here. So this game ended up going into overtime. Nobody scored in the 4th quarter when I jumped in the game. Look at this. IT crossing over Ricky Rubio, though, taking it all the way to the basket, giving us a 2-point lead in overtime with 20 seconds remaining. IT is hype. Let's see what the Wolves got. Can they score a 2 or 3? Nope. They turned the ball over, and to make matters worse for them, it was a clear pad foul. So you guys already know that this game is over. We got this shit in the bag. Jaylen Brown going to the free throw line, knocking down both free throws, and we got the ball back and knocked down 2 more. So the game is over. We pull back to put the series lead for the Wolves at 3-2. So here we are in the next game. I'm simulating and stopping, and we ended up beating the Timberwolves in the next game to force a Game 7. So here we are in a Game 7, game coming down to the wire once again, but we pull away at the last minute. And ladies and gentlemen, we are heading right back to the NBA Finals, and guess who we're matched up against? The Toronto Raptors. And to make things so much easier for us, the Toronto Raptors are the 8th seed. How the hell did the 8th seed make it all the way to the NBA Finals without Kyle Lowry? The funny thing is, Kyle Lowry left the Toronto Raptors to go to the Orlando Magic last season, and with him no longer on the squad, come on, baby, it's easy picking for us. So in Game 1 of the NBA Finals, we ended up getting the W, still without Russell Westbrook. But for Game 2, Russell Westbrook has finally healed from his injury. He is back in the starting lineup for your Las Vegas Royals. Come on, it is no way in hell that we lose in this game, bro, with Russell Westbrook back on the court. So I simulated it, and guess what? We win again. We take a 2-0 series lead against the Toronto Raptors. This is gonna be a sweep, but check this out. It says Andrew Wiggins is injured. Listen, bro, this is the NBA Finals. There is no way in hell you resting, bro. You gonna play, bro. I don't care if you drop dead on the court. You gonna play, bro. This is the NBA Finals. But nonetheless, Game 3, the Toronto Raptors ended up winning. I blame it on Andrew Wiggins. He probably did some dumb shit. But nonetheless, the next game see us getting another W. And with a 3-1 series lead against the Raptors, there was no way in hell that we're losing any more games. And I was right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are your NBA champions, blowing out the Toronto Raptors in the last game. But check this out. Russell Westbrook have a broken left kneecap. What the hell was you doing in this game that you broke your freaking kneecap, bruh? What kind of shit is this? And to make matters worse, it's a season-ending injury. I swear to God, Russell Westbrook did not do shit this NBA playoffs. It was mainly Isaiah Thomas and Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons ended up being the Finals MVP, taking the Las Vegas Royals to back-to-back NBA championships. Well, no, Isaiah Thomas was the Finals MVP last season, so I can't really say that. But nonetheless, we are NBA champions. Of course, we was going to win the NBA championship. Once we made it to the NBA Finals, there was no team in the East that was definitely going to beat us. So we stand on top of the mountain again, NBA champions. Ben Simmons, final MVP, as I said. 2 titles for the Las Vegas Royals. Although we almost got eliminated by the Golden State Warriors and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shout out to them. But nonetheless, like I said, we are on top of the mountain again. And going into next season, I actually simulated past the offseason, or I really did the offseason, just to keep my roster intact going into the next season. And I ended up re-signing Andrew Wiggins to a max contract. And I also brought back a couple players that was on the Las Vegas Royals through free agency. But anyways, going through my roster for the next season, I got Isaiah Thomas, Andrew Wiggins, who got the max contract, Rudy Gobert, Ben Simmons, Jaylen Brown, Willie Cauley-Stein, Russell Westbrook is still freaking injured. Allen Crabbe, I re-signed to a 2-year deal. I got Jalen Hands in the NBA draft. I totally forgot that I had a draft pick. I brought back James Michael McAdoo and Tim Frazier. I still got TJ McConnell. I still got Tony Snell and Jonathan Simmons. So this is my roster headed into next season. Successful last season, winning the NBA championship for the second time. Back-to-back champions, baby. Back-to-back. So big thank you goes out to everyone that supported this series. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. You guys will be seeing the Las Vegas Royals again on NBA 2K18. Hopefully for my league instead of a MYGM mode. Probably going to try a different team for MYGM. But nonetheless, you guys would be seeing the Las Vegas Royals once again. NBA 2K18. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is the Prince of YouTube signing out. Let's go Las Vegas.